Hello, Jacob Lundquist here from Qvist Blade Works, and thank you for purchasing the variant. And this is just a quick, meant to be just a quick video to show you what you get with your variant and then how to properly maintain it. So you got your box here. I'm still working on the insert, but yeah, you're gonna get your variant, a little sticker, and then your toolkit. So with this, we're going to tear down my blue variant here in G10. This also will go for your aluminum scales with Cerakoting or your fat carbon. And I'll just tell you about the nuances with each of those. So with your variant, you're going to have your certificate of authenticity card, and in the bag, you're going to have some tools. So you should have a T8 wrench and then 2 T15 L wrenches. And then we can really start looking at this. So this one right now is nice and centered. Action is really nice. So loving that. But I've been carrying it for a good week or so like this. And you know what? Why not just tear it down and show you guys how I do that. So I do use Loctite. This is a free spinning pivot. Excuse me. So that's why I included 2 L wrenches. So you can put one in one side, one in the other, give a little twist. And with the Loctite, you know, she does grab. It's this blue Loctite, very standard in the knife biz. So that just helps with kind of, this is a tunable knife. You can definitely tune it and get the action just like you'd like. So then with your T8, I always like to work with the show side. You can, you know, do either. Biggest thing is never touch.
No touchy. No touchy. No touch.
Your liner lock, your insert there. Leave those nice and tight.
You are tight like a tiger.
It's just really, every knife is tuned, and that would, I can't guarantee what would happen if you took it out and put it back in. So that's that. If you do, let me know. So everything, just put it in its little place here. This is a nice little Blade HQ mat that I just picked up. And there it is. So I like to then open the blade with the G10 and the fat carbon. The stop pin is pretty tight in there. I definitely don't want it wiggling around, or especially with these composites as you use the knife. You want to keep that tight. So I'm using just my custom Qvist Vert multi-tool, but just a nice light duty pry bar. You can put it right by the stop pin there and just give it a little twist, and she just pops right out. And for this one, I'm just going to leave the pivot in. Doesn't really hurt. You can press it out, but we're going to clean all this up. So what I like to use, as you can tell, yeah, this is like a press fit, right? I mean, this is very nice and tight. There's the blade, all its glory. And you just have 2 washers here, hardened washers, and 2 caged ceramic bearings. And that is really it. You can see the insert there, very simple. All CNC machines right here, and got the engraving. Some other ones might have different engravings in there. And this is your serial number should be right here as well. This is a no serial number prototype. All right, so for cleaning, I like to use isopropyl alcohol. I just like to, sometimes I just pour it right into its a little mug here. Plop in the washers and the bearings. And what you can do is kind of get a Q-tip and clean out all the areas. Get out pivot. Clean out around the pivot there. I do use a little bit of grease. Every knife uses KPL knife pivot lube, and so you can get a little gunk in there. Nothing too crazy. Just clean it all out. And then for the bearings, get just a paper towel here. Get these out. I'll just dump them out. There we go. Give them a little spin. Make sure they're all clean and free of debris. There we go. Clean up after myself a little bit. And that is really all it takes. Well, this is a little damp in here. I'll get everything dry for the most part. There you go. There you go. And there she is. That's all she wrote. Put it back together. Very simple. Wash her first. I like to always put my cage bearings with the open cage down or towards the exterior. Heard that you get a little less gunk in there. It can't really kind of reach its way in. That's what I've heard. That's what I do. So a dab of lubricant. Spin it around. A little bit on the pivot. I like to put a little bit. I always work on this side too. A little bit on the track. You can see your track a little bit as those ceramic balls. It's a dual detent ceramic balls there. I have to then push down on my bar a little bit. Again, I put the cage towards the exterior. A little bit of lube there. I can then put on the washer. With the aluminum, it's a little bit more of a slip fit, so you can put your pin here or whatnot. And then here, I just line everything up, give it a little squeeze. The spacers back here are pocketed, so they should find home. And then you can use a Loctite paste, always blue Loctite. I like to use liquid myself. I just feel like I can make sure it gets in the nicks and crannies. So I just put a little dab right here. And this blue mat, it's kind of hard to see. Grab my pivot screw, just a little bit on there, nothing too crazy. Start that. What I do is just get this going, just so nothing will fly apart on me. I don't go crazy tight right now. I just kind of just snug it up. Then I rotate around. I don't put Loctite on the back screws. These can go nice and tight. One more. Nice and snug. What I can do then is close it, and I kind of set it down right in front of me. Right now, it's really far towards the show side. Get this out of the way. So how I've been tuning them is I kind of put both wrenches in here, put one on one side, on the other. I kind of just pull it in until it walks in and goes right to center. So I go right to center, back it off just a skosh. It's like a 1/32 turn. She's nice and centered. Open it up. Look for any blade play. And there it is. Kind of nice to just kind of work in that little bit of oil lube on the bearings there. But you can always look for blade play. Should have no blade play. Should have good solid lockup and a nice simple action. Very nice, very clean, very smooth. And that is all she wrote. So there is how you service and maintain your Qvist variant. Again, thank you so much for picking one of these up, and I really hope you love it for a long time. Till next time, thank you.